where this train terminates.
All change, please. All change. Welcome to Edgware. So I'm here at Edgware. This is the northern terminus of the Northern Line, and it opened in 1924. And its station building is still a Stanley Heaps design. And this was actually not intended to be the terminus, because like over there you have a tunnel, which is like a remnant of how the Northern Line would have kept going further. In the station here you have 3 platforms. Platform 1, which is just awful, and you've got platforms 2 and 3 here, which are beautiful with this arch. And beyond there is what is the Northern Heights plan. So this would have been a plan to expand the Northern Line even further, and even converting old steam railways into a new tube line. And so beyond Edgware would have been 3 new stations: Brockley Hill, Elstree South and Bushy Heath. But because of World War II, this plan got cancelled, and with Greenbelt legislation, it never happened. And you can still see the 2 tunnels for where the trains would have gone, and actually the path which would have been reserved for the trains was actually turned into new bungalows, and that looks completely different from the rest of the neighborhood, and yeah, that is why the bungalows look completely different, because that part would have actually been reserved for the new tube tracks, but because it never happened, they squeezed in those houses. And actually I have quite a crazy plan. So I actually have a plan to revive the Northern Heights plan, but extend it much further than Bushy Heath, up towards Watford, St Albans and Welwyn Garden City, to make the Northern Line have the northernmost tube station on the network. Yeah, that's actually such a crazy plan, but yeah, maybe it can turn out if the government can actually propose it. And there actually used to be another Edgware station that was part of the Edgware Highgate and London Railway that opened in 1867 from Finsbury Park, and that's now been turned into the Broadwalk Shopping Centre, and it's not the same one as this station. Anyway, here's a train from the city. And we'll form a Kennington service in 4 minutes.
Ready to park, mind the doors, please, mind the doors. Thank you.
Yeah. The driver said this is a Kennington service. This train is now ready to depart. Mind the closing doors? Mind the closing doors, please. And behind the station, sorry, behind this wall are stabling sidings where trains are parked up at night.
The next station is Burnham.
Yeah, this is a Kennington service.
This is the Northern Line train via Charing Cross, terminating at Kennington.
I'm just helping my colleague here. And as you can tell, it is getting warmer by the day. Especially since summer has come. Wait, this is a Kennington service. Why did she say Morden? Especially since the screens say Kennington. Yeah, platform 1 is just rubbish. They should add a 4th one here similar to that one. And also because if the Northern Line were to ever extend up to Welland, there would have to be a brand new line. And it's the Battersea line, I think. And the Battersea line would actually serve the western branches of the Northern Line. So Battersea, Charing Cross and Edgware. And the Northern Line would have all of the eastern branches. So Morden, Bank, High Barnet and currently Mill Hill East. And with regard to the extension up to Welwyn Garden City, the connection between Mill Hill East and Edgware would finally be restored. So currently you would have to, for anyone travelling from Edgware to Mill Hill East, you would have to head down to Camden and then head back up north from Mill Hill East. Or, which takes a lot of time. Or if you're really lucky, you may be able to catch a bus or even take an Uber between the two stations. So with the new rail connection being restored as part of this extension which I've proposed, it could turn out to be extremely useful. And this train will form a Morden via Bank service. It's already noon.
Via Charing Cross will depart from platform 1 in 2 minutes.
That's platform 1 over there. And I just want to show you something with these roundels here. Because, like, you have the W crossover here. Which is right here. And you also have one at West Brompton on the District line, the Kensington line. And so here's a waiting room, and you have a double-sided bed, so you can have one person on this side and another this side. Classic Jeff Marshall style. So I'm gonna head up to the concourse and I'll show you the bus station and the shopping centre. And here you get a nice train shed, and there are more sidings to the east of the station. Beautiful view of this train shed. There's a sign from the 60s that leads to platform 1, and this is the lift entrance, which takes you to platforms 2 and 3, and there's the labyrinth here. It's 186. So from here, in the Tube Challenge route, you would run from this station over to Canons Park, backtrack up to Stanmore, and then head back into central London. Here's the map. It's very Byzantine. Way out is this side, and that's the entrance into the station. So you have dedicated entries and exits here. And here's the gate line. There's no chessboard here, sadly. Here's the taxi rank. And I'll view the station from over there. Here you've got the traditional high street here, with all regular shops. And here's the station building of Edgware. It's very nice. It's designed by Stanley Heaps. Here's the bus station, and that is bus stop G, which is actually the most stop. It's actually the stop served by most bus routes in London, with about 20 bus routes, even including school buses and night buses here. And as you can tell, it's on a lighting point only, and it drops you off by the entrance into the station, which is here. You have to like pull these handles to enter. We're back in the station building again. So I'm not actually getting out of the station by train. I'm actually going to take a bus over to Canons Park on the Jubilee line, especially since that station is only a mile away from Edgware. And by mere coincidence, when the station opened, it was actually known as Canons Park Edgware, but the Edgware bit was dropped. And here's the bus station, the actual bit of it. This is the Broadwalk Shopping Centre, where the original Edgware was, of the Edgware, Highgate and London Railway. And with different stop numbers, we've got bus stop C, which is for Canons Park, so I'm going to wait here. On the underground benches. Yeah, so I'm on the 340 bus to Canons Park. I'm pretty sure this is the right one. And after all, it's only a mile bus ride between the two stations. It's that close. And I'll be heading back into central London via Canons Park anyway, because my train back to Epsom leaves at between platforms 5 and 11. And the Jubilee line entrance is the closest entrance to those platforms at Waterloo. There's Edgware, just say a final goodbye to it. And under the High Street and beyond is where the Northern Line would have went towards Brockley Hill and Bushy. And where the original Edgware was, and it was closed in the 60s by Dr. Beeching. And also when the UK started to become a car country. Margaret's Church, the nice church is really good, and there's also the Railway Hotel pub, which I like. Here's the St. Margaret of Antioch. I'm pretty sure this is the church. Actually, I did ride this bus route in the other direction when coming from Canons Park to Edgware. But now I'm riding it this way this time. Next stop is Edgware Police Station, or Whitchurch Lane. Westbound direction is for Harrow bus station. Nice clock of Whitchurch Lane. Yeah, there's a lot of littering on this here. Yeah, we're still in Edgware. Canons Park is actually in Edgware, by the way. It's a suburb after all. Church is the next stop. Yeah, you have to signal the driver at any of these small stops.
Canons Park.
Pretty sure Canons Park is the next stop.
Is it? How will you ring the bell?
I'll probably ding it soon.
Oh, here is the
Yeah, there's one behind them. I'll look outside first.
very, very nice.
There's the station over there.
Okay.
Right, this is where I'm getting off. There's the Jubilee line, which goes above. Stop B. This is where I'm getting off. So I just got off the 340 bus, and what you can see here is Canons Park Station on the Jubilee line. And this is the penultimate stop, and the next station up that way is the terminus at Stanmore. And this is actually also the least used station on the line. And here's the bridge, which carries the Jubilee line above. And this station was a part of the Met for 7 years, and it was only as a Bakerloo station in 1939, and then it was changed into the Jubilee line in 1979. If you want to learn the history of that, check out my Baker Street conflict video, which will be linked in the top right corner. Here's at the entrance. It's a very tiny station. There are toilets here in the gate, out inside the gate line.
And then from there to there,
The map here, all the way through the suburbs, through the centre of London, all the way to Stratford. We're at 43 steps. Okay. You get a nice view of the Wembley Arch if you stand at the southern end of the platforms. I guess we'll head to the back of the platform. They should refit the station with an escalator and a lift, as well as have another entrance on that side to allow for access to the Canons Park itself.
You're a naughty boy, you know that, right? You're a very naughty boy.
Right, we've got a train for Stratford. This won't be the one I'll take. I'll take the next train, I think.
this station is Canons Park. This train
I'm gonna train for Stanmore. Seems like always the northbound platform is always empty because it's only one stop towards Stanmore, and no one would ever get on this train.
station is Canons Park. This train terminates at Stratford.